Notice how I'm about to tell a student to do it again. I did a quick body language check on him, and I did not think he was ready to start the class. So I tell him to go outside and do it again the right way. He does, and everything is okay. Jose enters the class much better when he does it again. Now, it wasn't perfect, but he does make eye contact. I would like to continue to speak with him about it, but I have bigger fish to fry, as you're about to see. This is not my student, and I can guarantee you he did not enter my class to ask me about the Pythagorean's theorem. Now, I had to think quick because I do not want to send negative energy through my entire class. Now, an amateur teacher might let the confused and/or unruly student saunter into class, give a few high fives, and leave whenever he wants. Other teachers would attempt to resolve this egregious problem by yelling. Now, yelling is one of the most corrosive things that you can ever do in your classroom. Why is yelling wrong in the classroom? I will tell you unequivocally why it is wrong. There's a plethora of reasons, and here are two in no particular order. First, if you notice, there are already about 15 students in my class that are getting ready to learn. If I go ahead and yell, there is going to be a whole bunch of negative energy released into that class, and it's going to reverberate. You do not want that. The classroom has to be safe and peaceful at all times. There are undeniable physiological responses that occur in the human body when they hear yelling. I do not believe those responses are conducive for learning in the classroom environment. Secondly, the student that walked into my classroom obviously does not respect the classroom environment. But I gotta understand that he is a product of his environment, and it is behavior that needs to be corrected. Now, if I yell at him right now, I guarantee you I am only validating his current negative perception of teachers. Now is my chance to change that. I need to look at this as a positive. Let's watch this powder keg from another camera angle. Do you believe what just happened? This intrepid, boundaryless student just told me that he's gonna chill in my classroom because his teacher is not there yet. To keep this situation from becoming combustible, I do a few things. First, I stay emotionally constant. Second, I tell him to come here while simultaneously using my hand to signal him to follow me. Lastly, I tell him to go outside because we need to go ahead and resolve this away from my students. I do not want to disrupt them. Did you catch that? Fatima, my student, had no idea I was in the process of disciplining the intrepid one. And because I stayed emotionally constant, I still had the presence of mind to warmly greet her. That definitely deserves an instant replay. Without getting upset, I let the student know that he is not allowed in my classroom and that I am here to educate the students that are enrolled in my class. And then I offer my services. If he wants help, he is welcome to come after school. Delivery is everything in a situation such as this one. Because I was sincere and calm, the student has no problem with it, and he leaves us alone. Notice how calm all of my students are. Now I want to remind you this is after lunch, and this is not technically an honors class, although they will be after I get through with them. I need to make another very important point. Notice how class starts before the bell rings. Education is too important, and there is no time to waste. I also recognize that I am a civil servant, and I'm not going to go ahead and waste any of the taxpayers' hard-earned money. Okay, homework in the corner of your desk.